F double R, F double R, F double R, F double R. Gotta bring that energy.
Gotta bring that energy. What's going on, FRR fam? If you're new to the channel, welcome. If you've been here, welcome back to FRR Friend Request Reviews, where friends request friends to watch The Last of Us Season 2, Episode 7, titled Convergence. Yes, this is the finale, y'all. We're gonna have to wait it out until part 2 of season 2. And yeah, you know, I'm here for it. I'm here for the ride. You know, it's been an interesting one. It's been kind of bumpy. I won't say it's been all beautiful, at least for me. You know, took a couple dives on some of these episodes here, but I'm ready for it. You know, at the end of the day, overall, I enjoy the story. So I do, you know, I definitely want to see it adapted into this live realm here, and I'm ready to see how they wrap up part 1 and just kind of what my thoughts are going to be thinking about the whole time waiting for part 2. One thing I will say though that I do kind of enjoy about the show, I guess versus the game. Again, I only played the game one time through, so who knows? Maybe I got to play it through again to really catch the vibes. But I do like how, you know, you kind of do feel like it's not just about, you know, the main characters. Like you feel the war brewing on the outside as well. You know, between freaking the wolves and I forgot their names. There we go, Scars. I was gonna say that too, and I was like, I'm wrong. It's not Scars. It is. But yeah, I'm ready for it. How you feeling over there, Browley?
I'm feeling great, man. I can't lie. I've been thoroughly enjoying the season 2 of The Last of Us. There have been some discrepancies that I've been kind of like, not really feeling that. And on top of that, you know, the whole overall feeling that you get while watching this, I feel like it's kind of drastically different than the feelings you have when you play the game. I think that's something that they try to improve on, because when you play the game, you kind of feel down pretty much for a majority of the game. I think there's some real positive vibes here in the series. Like I said, a lot of it seems like they're kind of just skipping along, having a great old time here. But overall, I think they're still doing a pretty good adaptation to a story that's pretty controversial to a lot of people. But overall, they're doing a pretty good job here. I can't wait to see how they're going to end this. What is part 2 going to be about? And yeah, I think the only last complaint I have, because I just want to get them all out there, is Bella Ramsey. I'm on that boat. I'm on that side. I think Bella Ramsey was not the right pick for the show. I think Pedro Pascal is a phenomenal pick. I think he embodies somewhat what Joe was. There's some, you know, you could debate about some of that, but I think he does a pretty good job at playing Joe. But I'm ready. I'm ready for this season finale, man. Let's get it.
All right, let's get it. We ain't gonna hold y'all any longer. We just gonna fly right in. Y'all know what to do with the video. Drop your likes, comment down below, and most importantly, subscribe. The goal is 100K. Go ahead and click that button, click that bell, so you get notified when we go. Let's get it, baby.
Let's go.
Convergence.
We're here to converge.
What are we converging on, y'all? Are we triangulating?
We're triangulating a 7.5 for this episode. Bet.
Tell your division we're going silent. It already fucking hurts.
You wanted to be outside, right? Dina the Explorer? Definitely gotta go through.
No.
It's gonna help. Have some.
I said no.
How far is that shit already through?
Do it.
But he gotta get through first.
Damn, look at that arrowhead.
You feel me? That shit
That
look
shit
crazy.
Dick.
Definitely was gonna pull some arteries trying to pull that shit out.
It's me.
I like Jesse. I like Jesse in this show.
Where is she?
Really? She's okay. She's in the dressing room. Ellie, where were you?
Yeah, what the fuck? Why are you acting all crazy?
Shit, she just came back from the spore doctors.
Oh, she's not bloodied. We don't get the The naked Ramsey.
Bro, you out of commission after that. You gotta pack it up.
Is the baby? It's okay. How do you know? I just do.
See the blood
Sit
on her
over
shirt.
there.
Well, maybe we do get the. Let me clean your back, Ellie.
So you're gonna tell me what happened? Does she know where Abby is?
Yes, but she only said 2 words. Whale and then wheel.
Want to tell her about the spores? Nah, not important. What she said about her toes?
I thought it would be harder to do.
She said I made her talk, but you're right. She was crushing them toes with that lead pipe.
It was easy. I just kept hurting her.
Yeah, you ain't got no blood on you. You clean as fuck.
Did you kill her?
I left her.
Damn, she gonna be a cripple fucking infected? That's crazy.
Maybe she got what she deserved.
Maybe she didn't.
Excuse me? You know what she did to Joel, right? Don't have second thoughts now. It's the time to fully commit.
It was a long time ago. There was a Firefly base in Salt Lake City. They were gonna use me to make a cure. But it meant that I would have died. And Joel killed everyone in the hospital.
Yup. For my baby girl.
He killed Abby's father. He was a doctor. And Joel shot him in the head.
I hit that man with the flamethrower.
So that's why they came.
Abby.
Did you know who they were?
But I knew what he did.
You kind of just found out recently.
I'm sorry.
We need to go home.
Yeah. Go ahead, let it out. Let it go. Say it. Say it.
Like, man, we got to come to terms.
You shouldn't be on your feet yet.
We're gonna be dads.
The couch in a second.
I'm gonna be a dad.
Give me your wrist.
Excuse me? We're not going to the club. Excuse me? Where's Joe's watch?
It's for good luck.
Not sure it's been working for you.
I'm alive.
She has a point.
Where's the rendezvous?
Bookstore.
You ever gonna tell me how you found the theater?
You ever gonna tell me what happened to you last night? We followed the likeliest path into the city. Found the place you stashed Shimmer. She's still there, doing all right. Not that you asked.
Yep.
That's how I found the theater.
Oh, you make it sound easy. Look, I know you're angry.
Last night, Dina said, I can't die. Not, I don't want to die. I can't. And then I offered her whiskey and she refused. I'm not stupid and I'm not blind. Ellie, I see the way you two look at each other. It's different now. And I bet she even tells you things she wouldn't tell me. Like how she's pregnant.
With my baby.
Oh shit, you were guessing?
He was guessing. He didn't know.
Look, she's obviously gonna tell you. So just act surprised. None of this has to change things between us.
Everything changing doesn't have to change things. Which means I can't die. But because of you, we're stuck in a war zone. So how about we skip the apologies and just go find Tommy so I can get us and my kid the fuck out of Seattle.
Oh my God. No.
I'm gonna be a dad. No, I'm not gonna be a dad. I'm gonna be a father. I'm
No.
gonna be a father.
Jesse. He's way better in the show than he is in the game. 100%.
You could feel his love.
The skyscraper. Abby's probably up there right now.
Please tell me we're close.
2 more blocks.
Just give it a minute, see if it dies down, and then we'll...
Oh, shit. They shooting inside? Oh, they think they scars. Oh, they chasing somebody else.
Yeah, it is a scar.
Oh, look who it
His
is.
buddy.
No, no,
Hell
definitely
no,
not.
there's like 6 of them.
Definitely not. Ellie, don't you fucking do anything, you dumb.
Feel me? Put your fucking face in the dirt if you have to.
It's like 6 of them right
Yeah,
there.
it's like 6 of them, and they all yopped out.
Ellie!
What?
There were 6 of them and 2 of us. What do you think would have happened?
You fucking kid!
Ellie, these people are shooting each other, lynching each other, ripping each other's guts out.
Yep.
Even the kids. I am not dying out here.
Ellie, you so fucking selfish.
This is not our war.
Right. See, yeah, that's why I said they make that war setting a lot more like, oof.
Yeah.
You feel that shit in here.
Melissa and Christy are saying the storm's a convergence zone.
Okay.
It's gonna get even bigger. All the officers are on board, but I think the rank and file are a little scared. We'll start the staggered loading.
Any word on Abby?
Not since yesterday.
Go on.
And we still haven't found Owen. Mel is missing now, too.
Damn.
So her entire crew just disappears. Tonight of all nights.
We still have Manny.
Well, we have a lot of Mannies, don't we? And enough Owens and Mels. But only one Abby.
What does that mean?
Right.
She's
Let me find
really,
out.
She's
Abby's
really,
immune and shit.
she's not that important though.
She's
By the
immune
time
too.
the sun comes up tomorrow, there's a very good chance you'll be dead. There's an even better chance I'll be dead. So then what happens to that entire fucking army out there who, despite their badass name, are very much sheep?
Right. We need a leader. Okay.
Who secures our future? It was supposed to be her.
She got that hatred in her.
Well, she's fucked off, Isaac. So maybe it wasn't.
Got
Yep.
him. Maybe it's
Definitely
your
wasn't.
man's, your crazy ass man's. Put him in charge.
Lil mama, lil mama, right? Great pajamas.
You picked a good one. Should have thought of that. Yes, I
get
love
home.
her. But not the way you do. Remember that group that stopped by Jackson for a few weeks on their way south to Mexico?
From Alberta?
There was this girl with them, remember? She was selling paintings.
Bob Ross.
I bought 4 of them. That fucking feeling. When you're falling for someone. and
Yeah.
Best 2 weeks of my life. But she couldn't stay. So she asked me to go with them instead. And I wanted to.
You should have. You would have actually been happy.
Then why didn't you?
Because I was taught to put other people first.
Ellie.
Okay. You're St. Jesse of Wyoming, and everyone else is a fucking asshole.
You're definitely an
You can
asshole.
make fun of me all you want, but let me ask you this, Ellie. I go with that girl to Mexico. Who saves your ass in Seattle?
Butterfly effect.
Ooh. Let him know, Jesse. Exactly. Who the saves you?
Sniper. It's Tom.
Yes, sir. We about to meet Manny. We about to see his brains. About to meet his brains. Man, look at the conditions outside.
That's Seattle for you.
Holy
Rain.
shit. Look at the...
You heard that shit.
Ooh, damn, they got rivers inside the city. That's crazy.
I don't see an easy way north, but
Yep,
if
you
you got
see
there,
it.
it means we can too.
She's in the fucking aquarium.
Who?
Abby, the one who killed Joe, she's in the aquarium.
Tommy's over there. That's where we're going.
You don't know that's him. He's got them pinned down.
For now, they called for backup.
Then he'll pin more of them down. I know him. He would want me to do this. If 3 more people had voted with you, you'd be coming with me.
But they did it.
I voted no.
Ooh, I was, so who was the third?
Because everything you do for you.
Yep. Did you not just hear what he told you in the fucking book room?
My God.
Ellie, it wasn't in the best interest of the community.
It wasn't.
Fuck the community!
Fuck you.
All you do is talk about the fucking community, you hypocrite! You let a kid die today, Jesse. Which is why he wasn't in your community.
Wow.
Let me tell you about my community. My community was beaten to death in front of me while I was forced to fucking watch. Or like you'd do anything differently if you were in my shoes, because you're not, and you wouldn't.
Let her go, Jesse.
My community.
Yep.
Can I get a
Fuck
couple
Ellie.
more 9mm bullets though?
I am not.
I was forced to watch my community get bashed in the. When you bury me in a clean Gucci suit. You gotta get ready for his death.
Belly fucking. Bella Ramsey.
She out here with the sniper pistol?
It's a sniper pistol.
I'm just saying, bro. She mad deep. Like, she really
She
trying to bust
is.
this shot right now.
Holy
Like,
shit. They is deep.
She would have got toe up from the flow up. Time to converge. Amongst the convergence.
Turn off the lights. That's got to be scary as
Feel me?
fuck.
Hell yeah, bro.
What?
Like, everybody got to be on point, same speed, keep your distance.
I'll be terrified. I can't
Like,
lie.
how you gonna go in a straight line? There's water, there's waves and
You
shit.
feel
Like,
me? Like, yeah, the sea is one of the most terrifying things for me. Water's just scary. They killing it with the CGIs.
oh shit.
That's a
I'm like, what's she
wave?
looking at? Yeah, I'm like, bro, why her
Holy
eyes? She riding it. Yo, go ahead and. She tried to surfboard.
She does get
down.
knocked off. Just like in the game.
Surfboard.
Hey, but at this point, she a lost cause, right? All right, it's over. End credits. Listen, I was with Ellie in the game. I'm not really for her in the show. Like, I don't like her attitude.
Man, shut the hell up.
This is two completely different Ellies.
Oh, shit.
Are you by the aquarium or are you by the scars?
She definitely bought some scars. She about to get fucking
She can't walk.
lassoed up.
Oh shit!
She about to get lassoed up.
What is happening? What? Okay, this is completely new. She got caught by the scars? Oh, they about to yoke your ass up, man. Open up your belly, see what's inside.
Facts. About to cook your shit.
Wait, are they doing what they did to Abby to Ellie? They are. Why are they giving this to Ellie?
So she could show us her fucking judo moves.
I'm not from here! I'm not a wolf! Tobin!
Yup. Open her up.
Yup. How did you even end up here? That man's struggling like she really that big. Stop it. You got full-grown men out there.
Village.
Leave her!
Ellie, you are so lucky.
Facts.
What? So Abby doesn't get put in that position. So wait, what? I'm really curious what happens to Abby.
Shit, maybe she go through it too. Shit. they both. It's to show how similar their journeys are. They're gonna make that connection for us, like, so we can root for both of them. You got no wait now 1 second. Fucking their village up. Yeah, she probably thinking about all that shit Jesse said, like talk about you left that kid there to die. This kid even younger than that kid and was ready to let your fucking linguine get split, bruh. What are we talking about here? Like,
My community. Fuck your
feel me,
community.
bruh? Nah, chill. She was talking about Joe.
We're not gonna sit here and act like Joe's the almighty. Like, I fucks with Joe. But he was also a bad person.
I don't care. I don't care.
I was one of the people.
Bad guy.
Okay. Owen, come out and play.
Nice. She on her Sam Fisher.
Pulled out the yaddy, yaddy,
Right in
yaddy,
the
yaddy,
fucking-
yaddy, 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 yaddy.
Right in the bunks, like.
Bring it, you stupid pup.
Fresh footies. Yep, turn that wall.
Under normal circumstances, if you want to do this now, do you even understand what's going on?
I understand everything, but I don't have a choice, do I?
Fuck you, Owen.
Hands up. Where's Abby?
You gotta be kidding me.
Nope.
Yep, you let her live.
I'm the one who kept you alive, right?
That don't mean shit.
You, bring me that map. You're gonna point to where Abby is. And then you're gonna do it. And it better fucking match.
I'll do it. I'll do it. I'll show you.
Right in the neck. Try to quick draw. Damn, that through and through.
Oh, wait, can you? Oh, she got hit too.
Yup, caught the side of her shit.
Let's go. 2 for onesies out here. No bullet wasted.
Do you have a knife? I only have 30 seconds. Get the fuck over here, please.
Oh.
Yep.
You're gonna take it out. You're gonna get it out.
No. No.
The hell she
I
gonna
don't
do
know
with the
how to
baby?
do
No
that.
way.
I do.
And then what's she gonna do with the baby after that?
Work fast. Work fast. Work fast.
No fucking way this is about to happen.
She said, love triangles, nigga. You, Jesse, and Dina. Like, no, she hasn't even started.
Oh, damn. She saved all the tears for today? Yep. You fucked up, Ellie. No, stop. Stop. Okay, because killing a pregnant woman, regardless of what side she on, is not good. She didn't intentionally kill her, so you shouldn't feel too bad about yourself. Hey, Tommy.
They made it. Traumatized.
You know, they were part of it too.
Right.
Yep.
They made their choices.
Baby and all.
That's all there is to it.
But Abby gets to live.
While her friends are dead.
Are you able to make your peace with that?
Think it's a good trade-off?
Guess I'll have to.
No. I want Abby.
You don't think that's a good trade-off, though?
We want Abby. A soul for a soul.
You should have never.
Maybe I didn't want to.
You should have never, Jesse.
Maybe Tommy made me.
Jesse would have never.
Hey, Jesse. Hey, Jesse.
Nope.
Because you're a good person.
Yeah, and you're not.
a baby killer.
Fucking easy to draw ass bitch.
But also, the thought did occur. If I were out there somewhere, lost and in trouble, you would set the world on fire to save me.
I would.
Straight cap. She ain't setting nothing on fire to save Jesse.
I'm the pappy.
Stand up. Stand
All your
up.
fucking fault, Ellie.
Hands in the air or I shoot this one too.
She should have just got up shooting. He aiming down. She could have just stood up blasting.
Not necessarily.
Hell yeah, she could have.
There's somebody else in the room that you don't see.
Why are you spoiling?
He killed my friend. No, I did. I was looking for you. I didn't mean to hurt them.
You copping a plea. You saw it.
I let you live. And you wasted it.
Look, and she got the thing on her neck too. I think she got strung up too.
She did.
I told you they gonna connect it like, look, they went through an experience together. It's not about revenge. Hug it out. They in the stadium.
There's so many iconic like ponytail people. From Kim from Better Call Saul. We got Abby, the braided ponytail. Man, look at this. Seattle.
Yep, they turned the stadium up. Day
one, end scene.
I ain't doing no end talk for this shit. I'm out.
All right, then.
Alright. There you have it. T-Loud Season 2, Episode 7 in the books. Yeah. We did it. We made it. We made it. There was some things that I really enjoyed about this episode for sure. Though I definitely like Jesse's presence here. Especially the whole little selfless versus selfish kind of theme that he was bringing to the table the whole episode, and just kind of highlighting how Ellie's moves and motivations are very much so selfish. That was great. Obviously, I was expecting the Jesse death here. It was quick, man. I remember it being that quick in the game too, though, so I can't lie. But I feel like I was more surprised, but that's obviously because I was surprised, so I knew it was coming. And I think it happened just like that too, right? He came running out the door and just bam gets blasted. Like so, they kept that pretty true to what it was, the source material. And yeah, it was just I think for me the thing I liked the most again was just the whole Jesse and Ellie stuff. Like it's always been kind of like tense, I feel like, between them, even before Ellie and Dina like officially dipped off and kind of made themselves official at that little gathering. So I feel like this was, the moment that they basically had to have, and I like the way they did it. Like Brolic said, Jesse's a lot more likable in the show. He has some really good qualities and characteristics here. But yeah, I'm ready for the next season because I definitely can't wait to jump into that. Is see the Abby storyline of everything starting back at day one. And I also again just kind of like how you feel like you're actually in a battlefield. I think that's again something that they brought up in this episode and really kind of highlighted. Like you actually interacted, ran into motherfuckers and all types of shit. So it was alright. It was pretty good. It was alright. How you feeling over there, Bradley?
It was alright. A lot of things that they kept from the game and things that they kind of switched up here. But yeah, I have to agree. The most enjoyable thing about this episode definitely was Jesse. Just shining some real harsh realities of just the situation that we're in and why we're in this situation and who's got us in this situation in the first place. But at the same time, I don't disagree with the revenge plot. I just disagree on how she's going about it. Just pretty much putting everybody else in danger. If you really want to do this, I mean, do it yourself. Like, you feel me? She's more than capable of doing that. But obviously, she needs a little help here. But yeah, Jesse did his thing, man. He came in at the right times. Another thing that I liked about this episode was definitely the visuals. I think they really captured Seattle, like from the game. They really kind of captured it here on the big screen. So I thoroughly enjoyed that. But yeah, overall it was all right. It was all right. Like I said, there's some things I like and there's some things I don't. Let's get to it.
All right, let's jump in. So we pretty much started with the aftermath of 2 episodes ago, because last episode was a blast to the past.
Yep.
But yeah, basically Jesse taking care of Dina, right? Like Ellie went her way to go handle Nora. These two went their way to take care of themselves, or take care of Dina basically. And Jesse kind of did what he had to do. This was a pretty wild scene to start with. Get the arrow pushed through the leg situation, which is a bit crazy, but I do like it though, because we do get that moment where he offers the drink. I can't even lie, I didn't even put it together, and I knew fucking she was pregnant, like, but I wasn't even thinking about that in the heat of the moment. I'm just like, man, you better take a shot of this shit. Like, this is about to hurt.
I didn't even see him offer it to her.
Yeah, he did. Yeah, he offers it for a quick second, and she turns it down immediately. So I do like they throw that in there so that that makes its return shortly after in this episode. But yeah, I think it was just a cool little starter to just kind of get us like where we need to be at with the situation in the theater. And then Ellie also comes back as well. Yep. And in this moment, she's kind of ignoring Jesse a little bit here, just going straight to Dina, which makes sense. Dina was recently injured, so she's gonna want to go talk to her and see her first. But yeah, we get that moment between her and Dina where she shares that she knows what Joel did. She didn't know who the Raiders were, but she at least knows what he did. So I guess she was alluding to the fact that if she would have put 2 and 2 together, she would be able to make that connection. But yeah, it was just just a nice little starter to what went on. And then she also shared the story about Nora too, and kind of
regretted
all
it.
of that. Yeah,
That's one of the moments that I did like about that scene was just her kind of sitting in that moment, like, damn, like she asked her, "Did you kill her?" And she was like, "No, I didn't." Even though you should have, because that would have been a mercy kill, right? You know what I'm saying?
Why are we giving mercy though?
Listen.
No.
Listen. Ellie and Abby do have very similar stories here, right?
I hated this part, y'all. Y'all don't even get it. I was trying to hold it in during the reaction.
What you hate about it?
I didn't want to see that shit, man. I don't want to see no regret, man. I remember Ellie being on a straight blood.
That's what I'm trying to tell you. These are two different fucking Ellies. Like, this Ellie is a lot more like, I'm sorry, I didn't mean to kill him. She did not say that in the game, okay?
Bruh, that's what I'm saying.
Did not say that in the game. She didn't regret killing anyone except Mel. Mel was the one that that's the moment. See, that's why I didn't like that she said that there, because she says that in the game when she kills Mel. Like, that's when she has that moment of like, damn, should I really have killed these people? Like, that's a perfect moment to have that thought. Killing Nora, who's a fucking bitch, who's over here talking about he deserves it and all this other shit. Like,
fuck you, do some piss in my
yeah,
face,
like, you feel me? Like, that's, you don't really need to have remorse for that. So this is why I was just like, why would you say that at this moment? Why are you having regrets now, but yet you still gonna push forward? Even though I think in the game she does say a few words that might lean towards some regret a little bit, but yeah, they make it pretty obvious here in the TV show. So yeah, I just had to mention it because it was just something that kind of just threw me off. Like, I feel like they could have picked a different moment for that.
Yeah. That's why I kind of started sighing a little heavily. You talk about let it out, because I'm just like,
I know,
like, but at the same time, I'm just like, ooh, like, so but I do think that at the end of the day, it's gonna make the ending hit a little bit easier, I think, because in the game with that bloodlust, you have the bloodlust with Ellie.
Yes,
you know what I'm saying?
Exactly.
You start to consume that bloodlust with her, like, so the ending kind of disrupts us, whereas this, I think they're making it a lot easier to deal with what's gonna come. Like,
and another reason why I say I'm not really fucking with Ellie in the TV show is because the things she say, I just be like, I'm somewhat against some of the shit she says, and I'm just like,
what did she say specifically?
She said she don't like foreign. I said, fuck you.
That's different. That's totally different.
What? She said, you ain't the pappy, nigga. I'm the daddy now, nigga. I said, don't ever disrespect my boy like that.
You can have that egghead baby. Oh, wait,
what you mean? With your head and her egg face? That's an egg baby. That's an egg baby. We are having eggs for breakfast. Listen.
Yeah, you stupid. Ellie not even the one pregnant. I completely went off track with that shit. Man.
Nah, but yeah, I agree with you that in the game we do kind of are with her on that revenge bloodlust because like she doesn't show any signs of anything else. In the show she clearly has like, oh, don't say that about Joe. Never was mentioned in the game. She was completely pissed at Joe for the majority of the game. So yeah.
Yeah. But I will say through and pretty much immediately after, if y'all want to fill in, after boom boom boom, her and Jesse make the plan to go meet up with Tommy at the bookstore. But this is great though because again, these were some of the really good moments about the episode. Jesse really talking through some of these things, basically finding out that Dina's pregnant and all of that.
Like that. Love it.
Yeah, I love that as well. Definitely love the moment when Ellie picked out the book and then you know, he was just like, oh, good catch, like probably something I should have did, and then he kind of explained, you know, I love her, but not the way you love her. So like Jesse's already, you know, he already kind of giving the ball to Ellie, like letting you know, it's all yours. But at the same time, like I'm out here for my baby and my family and community, like for, you know, for the community.
Yeah, regardless of what you and her got going on, that's still my seed. Like, you feel me? I'm gonna be a father regardless. Like, and I love that they showed that. Even though it hurt me every time he said something like that, because I knew what the outcome was gonna be with Jesse. It's just like, fuck, man. Yeah. Like, it just hurt so much more just knowing what was gonna happen. So yeah, those moments definitely hurt for me. I can say that every time it was like a laceration across my chest.
Like, you talking like that, and you're not even making it out this episode, bro.
Nah, fact.
And we know that.
We know that. You don't know that yet. And by the time you do, you're dead.
Right. That motherfucker. But then we also did get the moment where, you know, they ran into the wolves and the scar. Yeah. Getting dragged away or drug away, stripped and drug away. So I also love this moment too, because at the moment when it was happening, I'm just like, okay, this is cool. Like, because I just mentioned in the intro, like, yeah, you actually feel like they're in a war zone. Jesse just mentioned we're in a war zone and how much he just wants to get the hell up out of Seattle. Yep. So I thought this moment was cool for that in the moment, but then I also thought it was cool to kind of connect it to the end where she's getting fucking strung up and the kid gives her the fucking death call after she told Jesse he's being a fucking puss boy for not trying to save a kid. A scar at that, like, so.
And the funniest thing about that scene is she really confided in him like he was gonna do something. We got all these fucking adults here, and you trying to convince the kid. What is wrong with you, Ellie?
Like, he don't even know. He's never seen anything but a wolf.
For real, he's like, shut your bitch ass up and cut this bitch open.
You think he know there's other people out there? If you're not a scar, you a wolf.
Nah,
facts. Like, what the fuck?
Facts. Yeah, I hated that. I can't lie. I hated that moment where Ellie's like, oh, it was a fucking kid. I'm just like, Ellie, shut the fuck up. Like, do you not see what's happening here? The last time we was out here with you before the flashbacks, we saw a man's guts get fucking ripped out of his stomach. And you gonna sit here and tell me about saving people here? There's no saving going on here. Injured. She not even thinking about that.
Right? Like, we about to go 2v6. I have a yopper. You have 2 pistols. A revolver at that, and a semi-auto. So you don't even really got.
I'll give her that.
I mean, yeah, but that's 6 shots and then reload, while 6 motherfuckers got yops. They all had like M4s, bro.
They did.
Like, all of them. They were ready to go. Because those were the wolves. Like, I mean, shit, you could get your ass whipped by the bow and arrows, too. So it's just like, yeah, you outnumbered. But I like what they were doing, because, you know, they playing the, oh, you're the good guy, I'm the bad guy kind of situation throughout the whole episode. And just showing her selfish acts versus Jesse's selfless acts. And then we also get the moment when, obviously I kind of skipped ahead. You know, they had the bookstore moment, blah, blah, blah. That was after the run-in. But then the radio goes off. They hear Tommy. They go upstairs. Then they hear Tommy. So this part I like, too, because to my, like, disgruntledness of her feeling regret earlier, I feel like she kind of went back into the bloodlust mode right here. She was like, yo, fuck all that bullshit you talk about, Jesse. Like, you wasn't there. You ain't in my shoes, blah, blah, blah. Like, I don't even think that. Like, bro, y'all got to really think about this moment. Like, Tommy's family, too. Like, I know, obviously, Joel's more closer than Tommy would be, because, you know, they went through The Last of Us 1 together. But Tommy's family as well. Like, and she's just like, bruh, it's not even worth going to check to see if that's really him. Knowing damn well, like, come on. All fucking eyes are pointing towards this guy to be Tommy. Like, But I love that moment because, yeah, I was pissed about the whole regret moment, but she definitely doubled down on the bloodlust at this moment. So I was like, yeah.
Yeah, she tried to bring Joel back into it to manipulate Jesse.
She did.
I just didn't like that. I didn't like that. It just didn't sit. Yeah, it didn't sit well with me. And I felt like I had a double entendre on top of that. Like,
oh my
you feel
God.
me? Nah. You know it's true. I know you felt this see through. Don't try to cover the fact. Look at him making noises trying to cover it. Like, no, we all know you felt it too, nigga. You felt that community. It hit different. But listen, I love this moment too, man. Like you said, it definitely it brings back the bloodlust. But yeah, like I said, the visual effects. This is where it really kind of shines. Like I said, they show the whole Seattle from this angle.
Yeah,
you see the waves crashing in the bottom, and it looks very similar to what the game gives us. So, like I said, I think they absolutely crushed it when it came to visuals with this show, and this is one of the segments where they did it.
I agree. And then obviously they separate at this point. You know what I'm saying? Ellie go on her way. She goes and makes her way down to some boats where
I'm on a boat.
She wildly was about to take a long distance pistol shot at two people, not even knowing that the 50 cal boats were right there on the shore. So before we continue with Ellie's adventure, let's jump in really quickly to the side war real quick. I thought this was, kind of interesting because they, I feel like they kind of increases Abby's importance here throughout this episode and slash scene.
Yeah.
Of being like the next leader of the wolves of the Libyan people. So there's that. And there's that.
Yeah, I was just like, why is she so important? She don't even have the big guns, okay? But apparently she got the big pinch. It's equally just important. So, I don't know if I agree with him, especially after knowing Abby's story. But I like that's the reason why he holds Abby so close. Because I thought he was gonna mention something about the father, there's plenty of other people here that had fathers. Feel me? That lost they lost their parents. Like, why they not important?
What if they would have threw in a immune plot? Like, yo, Abby immune too.
I would have got up and walked out, bruh. I would have walked the fuck out. Got up, turned off the entire setup, said, "Formal, I'm not doing this. I'm not moving anywhere."
That's why the dad was looking for another person, because he didn't want to kill his daughter. So really, it wasn't even Joe's fault. It was the dad's fault all along.
Plot
It's a
twist.
Multiverse of faults.
Oh man. Yeah, but yeah, I like that they gave us at least a little bit of why Abby's so important to the Wolves and stuff like that. Because obviously all that's gonna come into play when we get into Abby's side in part 2. So we'll see how they manage that and Isaac's position and all that. See if he's consistent.
Right.
Between seasons.
Even Isaac's little fucking pony boy that he recruited, he's still in the picture, but he obviously doesn't hold him to the same standards he holds Abby to, because he would have threw his name in the hat.
Yeah, he a follower.
So yeah, he's one of those sheep.
Yep, exactly. Yep.
All right, back to Ellie. So yeah, we got on the boat. We doing our thing. We cruising. We get hit by the wave. We fucking this is an interesting moment. We get hit by the wave and fucking just pull up on shore. And again, I love this moment because it tied me back to her and Jesse and her screaming about that was a kid and you let him die, blah blah blah, and Jesse just letting her know how dangerous it is out here in Seattle, and I'm just trying to get home, because again, a kid is the one who gives the call on this particular moment for Ellie, and yeah, I'm like, yo, this is game over. I thought we was probably gonna get some some of those skills from, what was it, episode 1 that they did that? Because they never brought that back. I'm thinking that we expected her to do at least one arm bar on somebody in this.
No,
this
she
season.
did. She did. When she was in the TV station. Remember, it was a 1v1 with the buddy. And she had wrestled him a little bit, and then they like tussled. She hit like a roll afterwards, and then like shot him, and then jumped out the window.
Okay.
It was a little bit jiu-jitsu there,
Yeah.
but at the same time, it's really I feel like I feel like jiu-jitsu is the perfect like form to kind of give women the advantage when it comes to fighting men, but like Bella is just so unbelievable. Like it's so unbelievable. She's so tiny. Like she has no power. No matter how much jiu-jitsu, she could be the greatest grappler jiu-jitsu woman in the world, and she wouldn't even hold a candle to an average guy. Like she could literally, boom, gone.
But that would probably be an average guy that knows what he's doing, though.
I mean, a person in an apocalypse, let's be real, they're probably most savage and don't give a fuck about anything. That's true.
If
you
feel
really
me? Out there working,
yeah, if you in an apocalypse, like you really don't give a fuck. Like, let's be 100. That's why I always say the whole curing, making the cure and all that. I feel like all that shit's bullshit. Like, ain't no saving this world. This shit gone, nigga.
That's true.
20 years of this shit, forever. It's gonna take hundreds of years.
Forever. That's facts. But hey, point is, I wanted to see something. Goddamn it, I wanted to see something. Somebody get this shit snapped off. But nah, they did not. Though. Yeah, they basically. I feel like they pretty much showed her how helpless she really was. Like,
yeah.
But it was kind of crazy because she, even though it was a very scary, traumatic moment, she. Right back to the mission after she survived that moment. Like, so yeah, it was wild. And if it wasn't for literally those boats that she just saw, she wasn't gonna make it out of that. She was goner.
Yeah,
straight goner.
Yeah, this part wasn't in the game at all.
Right.
I'm not really sure. I'm pretty sure they're probably gonna tie, like you said, connections between. Yeah, you're absolutely right about it. Because
why'd you say Martha? That's what this moment is, bruh. That's what this.
But I feel like the game didn't need it, but yet they still provided like Ellie and Abby having parallel kind of paths here. I think they could have did the same without putting this in, but I think this moment was more of showing Ellie that there's no like line here, like even the kids are mixed into this war. So I think it did hold some value to this episode overall, even though it wasn't canon. Like, so I like the addition.
Word. And then we get to the aquarium. Officially, get back on that boat straight to the
doggy
mission.
Kills. Appreciate that.
Right. And then we get that moment. We get the moment, Owen thinking he badass, trying to quick draw McGraw over here. Nah, bruh. It's already pointed and aimed at you. So next shot, gone. And then we get the through and through, which hits Mel in her neck as well. We get the reveal. So this was a great moment for Bella because, Brolic stayed talking about her waterworks a bit dry and no one turns on the faucet. But I think she turned it up for him this season, specifically this episode. Because I seen about 5-6 of them hoes drop out. Like, gravity was heavy.
Yeah, it looked like we were back outside for a second.
Bruh, they weren't even on her face. They were jumping out, like, coming off her shit. They were not sliding down the cheeks. So, yeah, this was a... it was a great moment, and then we also, get Tommy and Jesse coming back, fucking pulling her out of it, like, let's get you out of here, kind of situation.
I think they hit this moment better in the show that they did in the game. Obviously, in the game, she leaves the map there, and that's how Abby finds the theater. I'm really curious to see how she finds the theater in the TV show. Since Ellie didn't really have a map, or maybe somebody else dropped on it. Not really sure. But I just like that moment of her, Mel telling her, like, listen, cut it out. Like, it really just, it puts that much more weight into that scene. Like, just knowing that, that's crazy that she asked her that. I don't know. I enjoyed the scene. I thought it was kind of crazy that she would ask her to do that in the moment, but I get it. Like she knows she's gone. Like because she's a doctor herself. She probably already knows she's hitting the artery or some shit like that. Knows she's gone. Only way to save the baby is to cut it open. So I thought that was just a nice little addition to that scene.
Yeah, no, I agree. I think it's just again trying to show some selfless acts versus the selfishness. You know, I'm, like you said, I'm already about to die. Like, so cut my baby out. At least save the baby. Yeah, I'm gone. Do what you need to do to get this baby up out of here. So, and then that obviously also connects to Dina being pregnant and this whole episode of Jesse saying, "I need to get my girl up out of here to save my fucking family." So yeah, there was just a lot of baby connections and selfless versus selfish connections going on, for the community connections going on. So yeah, they definitely were killing these moments here. And then obviously we're here back at the theater. Freaking Tommy, you know, kind of justifying things a little bit here for Ellie, letting her know they were part of it, but it's time to wrap it up. Ellie like, man, what about Abby? So, you know, I enjoy that because I'm just like, yes, we still need that bloodlust, even though we're getting these moments of regret for some of her decisions that she's making. This one, like, you know, like you mentioned, it makes a lot of sense. Like, you just killed somebody who was pregnant, you know, that's an innocent life gone right there. And who even knows? Maybe at this point she was softened enough to let Mel live. She probably would have just been good with blasting Owen and keeping it grooving. So, you know, I like that she still got the bloodlust for Abby here. Tommy obviously dips off, and then, you know, we get the moment. We get the moment of moments here. It's the Abby infiltration. Yeah. So yeah, like I said, we've been knowing that this was coming. Once I figured out that, or once I found out, I should say, that season 2 was basically going to be part 1 and 2 of the game, or season 2 and 3 would be part 1 and 2 of the game. I already figured, like, oh, I know where the finale is going to be. Jesse. I can't lie. I almost thought that they were going to blast fucking Jesse and roll the credits on our asses. That would have been kind of fucked up, especially for the people who didn't play the game. Yeah. But, you know, they sprinkled a little bit more here. So I do like how they ended with, like, the day 1 kind of setting. So, you know, like, okay, we going back a little bit here. But let's at least go back to this moment. Like, it was crazy. You know, Jesse getting popped. It's just such a wild way to go because, again, all his fucking words this episode were about him just making it back home, getting home to safety, and how a lot of this was Ellie's fault and her selfless acts. He even revealed to her that he voted no when he was on the council and all of that. And he doesn't get to go home. So
yeah, man, this moment is the moment we've been dreading. Like I said, the lacerations were across my chest. Just hearing Jesse speak throughout it. Yeah, it was tough watching it, but you know, I think you're right. I was wondering if they were gonna end off on that, you know, that moment. And I like that they said no. We're gonna give you just a small little piece of Abby, show you day 1 where we're gonna be starting. So yeah, I think overall the ending, this part of the ending was very 1-to-1 to the game, pretty much line for line, word for word, except the whole, oh, I didn't mean to kill him and all that other bullshit. Her, you know, trying to take back the deaths. Like, no, you did what you did, knowingly. So yeah, other than that, it was a 1-for-1. Loved it. But yeah, man, I guess, you know, season 2, I'm really curious to see how season 2 is going to end, to be honest. Are we going to push for, you know, more episodes? Because we all know when you think The Last of Us 2 is going to finish, it doesn't. It just keeps on going. That's one problem with the game. When you think it's going to end, it doesn't end, keeps on going. And when you think it's going to end again, it doesn't end, and it keeps on going. So I'm just kind of curious to see how they're going to wrap the latter half of the game, because still a lot there. Like, this is only the beginning of the game that we got through season 1. Like, there's a whole nother half of the game. Then there's a whole nother quarter of the game after the half of the game. So really curious to see how they're going to wrap things up. Overall, I think that this episode was pretty good. Love the conversations between Ellie and Jesse. And I think overall, as a, you know, this season, I think they did pretty good. But like I said, it was, it's really the storytelling that they did for part 2. A lot of people didn't like, obviously Joe getting bodied at the beginning. Because even in this show, like when Joel is on screen, you just feel comfy. Like you feel me? You here like you locked in.
Joel Stan.
I am. But I'm also, I also understand Abby's side. Like, you know what I'm saying? I understand it. Joe went home. Like, that man made many of children fatherless. Let's keep it 100. That man killed at least 50 fathers in that hospital. Like, minimum, right? So I understand Abby's side and, why she went after Joe and all that. But at the same time, yeah, it's just an overall tough situation, but it's really the ending of the game that kind of really fucks it all up. So we'll get there when we get there, but I think they did a pretty good job with this finale here. So yeah, I thought it was good.
I got that Scozy.
I'm gonna give it an 8.75. I think it's solid episode. Nah, I'll give it a 9. I'll give it the 9. I'll push it to the 9. Thought it was very solid. Love the conversations. Jesse, super solid character. Didn't think he was gonna be this likable because he wasn't extremely likable or really noticeable in the game at all. I think in the TV show they really kind of changed that, and I really enjoyed his presence while he was there. And then, like I said, visuals, sound, everything, they do a pretty good job. So yeah, I think a 9 is suitable for this episode.
Yeah, I agree. Actually, as much shit as I be talking about T-Lao, I think like as an individual episode and just kind of taking this as, and again, I think like I'm kind of at an advantage sometimes since I really only played the game once and like the story isn't as fresh. It's like I'm able to accept some of these changes a little bit more and just kind of see it from the other side. Yeah. Like I said, I was mad about the regret, but at the same time, I'm like, it definitely does soften the blow that happens at the end that some people just weren't really feeling. And I think, like, if it did happen this way, it probably would have went differently for some people. So yeah, I do think like as a individual episode here, I do think this should get a 9. But I still think these episodes just some of them are kind of like boring. Like there's moments where it just gets really boring for some reason, like really boring, like in a very weird way to where like I almost just want to fucking pass out immediately. And don't get me wrong, we watch slow shows. Like I don't think like when I watch this show, I kind of compare it to like Deadwood pace almost.
Margin call?
Oh hell no. Hell no. I mean like the pacing like of Deadwood,
like fast, a lot of things happening.
Not only that, like Deadwood has a lot of moments where it's like dull too, and it's just a bunch of information being exchanged. Like, because I feel like people, when we say dull or boring, people are like everything can't be action, and I'm just like, that's not what we looking for though. Like, there's just ways that Deadwood knows how to make you not feel like you're watching a boring ass scene, whereas T-Lao, they're just like sitting on scenes sometimes, and you're just like, come on, y'all, we can make it out of here. Somebody end this scene. We can get somewhere else with it. But I still think they made enjoyable episodes though. There were a couple obviously that we scored a little bit lower, but yeah, I think this one deserves that 9 for sure. So, great scores across the board. 2 9s from your 2 hosts. You still rocking with us. We appreciate y'all so much. Y'all keep us moving and grooving, baby. Y'all know what to do with the video. Drop your likes, comment down below. Let us know what you thought about this episode.
And most importantly, if you enjoy content like this, consider subscribing to the channel, all right, y'all? We also have full-length watch-alongs, but you got to bring your own copy, of course. Patreon link will be in the descriptions down below. FRR is out. R.I.P. Jesse.
Peace.